international ministries of the American Baptist Churches in the United States, I bring you a greeting of peace in the name of Jesus Christ. Paghidayat Yusuf. While I know I am here today as a representative of the rich and lasting partnership between Central Philippines University and International Ministries USA over the last 119 years, as well as a representative of over 50 years of urban poor ministry in Manila, I stand before you today as a humble servant of the Lord, and like each of you, an eager co-participant in God's work here in Iloilo, the Philippines, and around the world. I also bring a greeting to our distinguished university president, Reverend Dr. Ernest Howard Mediloboy, the senior pastor of the University Church, Reverend Chris Amarsolo Bishop, our speaker later today, the Honorable Ambassador Leo Tito L. Oson Jr., the faculty and staff of the university, the members of the University Church, the parents, family members, and friends of the graduates of the class of 2025, and everyone else here today with us online and in person. Thank you for the honor of sharing with you all today. Without again, salamat. 2 weeks ago, my brother's family was in the Philippines from the U.S., and my wife and I brought them down to Intramuros in Manila to share with them some of the history of the Philippines. While touring around, we saw two buildings that caught my eye, related to our passage today in 1 Corinthians. The first building we saw was the foundation of what used to be the Torre de Nuestra Señora de Guia, a 16th century watchtower made of adobe and stone. It was built near the shoreline on soft, sandy soil, unstable for heavy construction. Because of the weak foundation, cracks appeared soon after it was completed, and in 1593, just 6 years after it was built, it was deemed unsafe and demolished to prevent collapse. Nearby stood the San Augustine Church, built around the same time during 1587 and 1604. Unlike the tower, this church has withstood fires, typhoons, earthquakes, and even the bombings of World War II. Its resilience comes from its solid foundation, stable indentation, flexible materials like timber, brick, and massive stone walls that has helped it endure through the centuries. I'm sure the fact that each of you is sitting here today is proof of your resilience over the last 4 or more years. You're like the San Augustine Church. You've withstood all-night cramming sessions, surprise quizzes, last-minute thesis edits, and professors who pushed you to your highest potential, sometimes higher than you thought you could go. At least academically, you've made it this far. Now, relationally, that may be another story. Maybe like my own experience in college, some of you were sure you'd find your forever at CPU, until that forever lasted shorter than you expected. More Torre de Nuestra Señora de Guia than San Augustine. And that's okay, you're still here.
Still forever, struggle.
Seriously though, these two examples of the Torre de Nuestra Señora de Guia and the San Augustine Church give us an illustration of what the Apostle Paul is challenging the church with, to live our lives in such a way that we are wise builders, building something upon which others can build